Hello everyone, welcome to So Lovely with Grace. I'm Grace and today it's another Friday Sews. I can't believe it's been a week since I was at the expo. How time goes so quickly. Well, what I wanted to tell you is before the expo, I pulled out this pattern from MimiG 8830, the shirt dress. And she's wearing my favorite cork high platform sandals. This is a look I wanted to make. And before the expo, I pulled the pattern pieces out and I started. And then I finished it this week. I have a little clip here of my progress. What I want to tell you about this pattern is it's easy to sew. It's just not simple. Now, what does that mean? There's a lot involved. So it's not a simple pattern, meaning, front, back, hem, zip, you're done. This has a lot. And I will show you, I will model it for you and talk about each of the design elements. But it's easy. In other words, every step of the way, it's easy to sew. There's probably, I think there's around 40 steps, so it is involved. So here's a little clip of my progress. Today I want to work on this MimiG shirt dress. It's 8830. So I got this yellow cotton fabric. It has a scroll design. I actually got this at Walmart. It's the Waverly brand. And I washed it. It didn't shrink up, so it's pretty good. So I'm going to be laying out my pieces today and cutting it out. So I'm really excited about it. See, Waverly Inspiration, it's upside down, but that's the brand. And I think it's going to look great. It calls for 16 buttons, and I found these wooden buttons that I think will really go well with this dress. So I got to get cutting. Okay, so I put the darts in. Here's one of the darts. I don't know if it comes out here. And the other dart here that I finished. And I did the front pocket. I did the placket a little different. I did it the opposite of the way it was in the instructions with the box pleat. I did it inverted. And then I put these little wooden buttons here. I just thought these were perfect. I don't know if it comes out wooden there when you look at it. I put those in. So I did both pockets. Now I got to do the flap. And as you can see, there's going to be a buttonhole that goes here. Once I sew this, turn it, top stitch, then I'll do the buttonhole. And we'll go from there. But that's where I'm at the moment. So I completed the tie belt here. I'm not sure if I want to top stitch it or not. I think when I put it on I'll decide. But it's always a good idea, I think, to top stitch to reinforce. We'll see. These are the flap for the front pockets. Now for this, the front pockets have the button. I need to make the buttonholes here for each. These are the, when they are on the shoulder where the buttons go. I already put the buttonholes in here in each one of these on the shoulders. And I made the carriers to hold the tie belt. So those are done. So it's coming along. I put in my buttons. I put these little wooden buttons in. A little on the shoulders here. I still got threads to clip. I have my pockets made, but they're not attached yet with the pleat. Very nice. So there's a lot of buttons here. And I love these buttons because they're actually wooden buttons. I need to clip that thread. They're not plastic, so they're very nice. And I did all the buttonholes right here. I had to cut them open. So the dress is coming along. So let's go to the next step. I want to tell you about all the little details on this dress. There's a lot of detail on this dress. There are 16 buttons. You have 2 here, the one on each shoulder. You have 2 for one on each cuff, 2 here, and then you have 10 down the middle. And I've never made a garment with so many buttons, but it worked out because my machine has a great buttonhole maker. I used the heirloom buttonhole selection. And it also has these wonderful side pockets. Look at that, love them. the tie belt with the little tie holders here, and this, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a big box pleat in the back on the yoke. And another little detail is the high-low of the dress. So, you know, the high-low look, the front, and then the back is low. And I paired it with my cork sandals that I wear, these white and tan shoes, just like MimiG. I like her style, and I like this dress. And I can't wait to wear it at the Equestrian Center. It's about 20 minutes away from us, and they have horse shows and great restaurants, and I think with a cool hat, I could go and look stylish. So what's my verdict for the pattern? It's a win. Absolutely. MimiG did a great job with the instructions, and she also provides a tutorial on YouTube. So I use that for guidance too, which was a great help. So I highly recommend that. And also what was a great help was about the buttonholes. When I was at the expo, I had an instructor, his name was Jim Suzio. He focused on collars, cuffs, and the buttonholes. And I learned something from him that I never knew about buttonholes. But they're essentially, on your sewing machine, they're an embroidery stitch. Meaning, when you have an embroidery stitch on an embroidery machine, you do not use your foot pedal. I'm telling you, I used to use my foot pedal to make the buttonholes. I don't know if you do, or maybe you know this, but I didn't know it. So every buttonhole I did not use a foot pedal. I was there to guide it, but it came out great. Of course, you have to have stabilizer, the interfacing, and then you do not use your foot pedal. That was worth the class to learn that, because I had to do 16 of these and they came out flawless. So all in all, this is a great pattern. This is, I don't know if you can see those line drawings, but there's a shirt here and a dress. I also want to give a shout out to another sewing YouTuber that I've been watching since December. Her name is Karon Euter. I hope I said her last name right, but she's phenomenal. What's unique about Karon is the way she finishes her seams, her finishing in her garments. She does not use a serger. She uses French seam sewing and bias binding, and her garments are impeccable. So check out her channel. You would be amazed at the style, the way she pairs fabrics with lining and the inside of her garments. They're so impeccable that you could wear them inside out. So I really enjoy her channel. And let's see, what else this week? I went to Walmart, as you know, when I bought this. Actually, I bought this last week before the expo, the fabric. And while I was there, I picked up a couple of other fabrics. These fat quarters, I'm surprised, are really upping their game at Walmart. But these fat quarters, they were $1.47 each. They have like this aquatic turtles and shells, beachy scene, which I really think is beautiful. I have no idea what I'm doing with them, but they'll come to be used, I guarantee it. And then I picked up this Waverly green fabric. I like the Waverly brand. This was $2.97 and it's 1 yard. It's very durable. I mean, I've washed it multiple times and it comes out great. It irons great. So I recommend that. And the other thing that happened this week is I got my Vogue Fabrics swatch catalog. As you know, I get very excited about this catalog, and I did go through this already. This is the new Spring 2023 edition. I just love this. You get like 50 swatches for $7 an issue. Hello? That's phenomenal. And I got this, I already started marking. I put all my swatches in here, of course. I'm not going to go through all these with you today, but I did select a few that I'm going to buy. Like this. Oh, check this out. This textured. It's like, can you see the texture on that? It's described as a abstract textured knit polyester blend, and it has 40% crosswise stretch. That I'm definitely going to purchase. I love it. And I'm going to pick up that rose velvet fabric, if they still have it, I hope. because I want to make, oh yeah, this top. I know it's a fall top, it's a winter top, but I want to make it eventually. It's in the package here, but I really like that pattern. I have a lot of ideas. It's just the time. Do we have time as sewists? That's like our greatest enemy. And I really like this poppy floral that she's wearing here. This poppy floral pattern. That is beautiful. That's really big in this catalog this month. This one's a large brown and gray flowers on a French vanilla cotton lawn. So it's cotton lawn, which is great for summer. And then they had another one here. Look how colorful this one is, this swatch. So I want to get that one too. And what was the other one? Oh, this is so unique. Look at this. Like, this is like a takeoff on stripes. It has these bands, gray and this light blue. And this one is, it's only $7.99 a yard. It's described as a novelty knit textured polyester blend, blue and black and gray. How cute is that? So those are a few selections I made from my Vogue Fabrics swatch catalog, which I love. And lastly, Joann's, I got my flyer. Now I heard from a couple other YouTubers like Carol and Shalisa that there was a Butterick sale. Now I didn't get a flyer that said Butterick on it, so I kind of missed that, but oh well, there'll be other sales. Now in this one, which is coming up, actually the date is Friday, March 24th, which is today, and it goes through Monday, which is good for me because I can go to Joann's on Monday. It says here, Simplicity for $1.99, goes through Monday, but then the McCall's goes from Friday to Sunday, Friday, March 31st to Sunday. So that's really strange. One of them goes to Monday and the other one goes to Sunday. I guess you really got to look at the details. So I just wanted to point that out, that we got another flyer from Joann's. Apparently I'm not getting them all because I didn't get the Butterick one. So that's it for today's Friday Sews. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to next week. I think next week I'm going to focus on bags, but you never know, I change my mind a lot. And this week was this wonderful dress that I absolutely adore. And if you want to stick around for the last couple of minutes, I'm going to show you the progress on my seedlings. I just pulled out this tray and look how big my seedlings are. This is 2 weeks. These are all different variations of cucumbers and zucchini. Now my eggplants, they're small, but that's normal. They take a long time to come up, but this is only 2 weeks since I planted these seedlings. So I'm going to repot them in these pots here. And I mix my soil with my vermiculite, and I'm going to be doing that today. I transplanted these dark green zucchinis. They're looking good. Oh boy, in a couple weeks, who knows, maybe they'll be okay to go outside. These are all transplants under the grow lights. I don't know how good you can see them. They look a little floppy, but they'll straighten up because of the stress of a transplant. But they look pretty healthy. Now these are all tomatoes. They need more time. So the seedlings are coming up, but they definitely need more time, and they're not ready to be transplanted. These are my hot and sweet chili peppers, or hot chili peppers and sweet peppers, bell peppers. They'll take a few more weeks before I can transplant those, but they're looking good. Thank you for sticking around and watching my Friday Sews, and I hope you have a great weekend. And as usual, the goal of my channel is to keep you so inspired.